About a year ago, we started talking with Matt and company about what the two companies might have as synergy that would work together. We have two products in the market today, Matrix, which is our three-dimensional design software, as well as Digital Goldsmith, which is our two-dimensional software. And really, neither one of those was the perfect fit or what we wanted to bring to the market to really make a game changer. So we started working on a product and called CounterSketch. That's what we called it internally. And it was really the idea of creating a product with an interface that was easy enough to use, exciting enough for people to look at, not only at the counter, but also the designers who would work on it. And create a completely new way of doing custom design. And then, in turn, we would take that model, which has all the 3D data that's needed to manufacture by computer-controlled machine, and hand it to Stuller.
Yes. Well, you know, between the two companies, it makes all the sense in the world because Gemvision is a great software programming company. Stuller is in the business of selling gold and diamonds and mountings and service and taking care of the jeweler. You know, and today the mountings business, you know, is so unique. The styling is coming faster and faster. Everybody wants something slightly unique, and you can have, you know, hundreds of thousands of styles and it never be the right thing for the jeweler. So we wanted to create something that was much more sophisticated than the digital goldsmith that Gemvision was selling, and yet something simpler and easier to use than what Matrix is, where it had a shorter learning span, and where everyone within the jewelry store could truly get involved in custom.
And one of the other things that really comes to mind is, you know, at the retail level, so many people are so concerned that this isn't going to be what they want. They can't visualize. They're just not the person that can visualize that in their mind. And the products that we're showing today really help that customer take that to a level where they can understand what they're going to purchase, and it's just a new and exciting way to retail to people a custom item.
Well, I certainly kind of understand where they're coming from. I just recently finished a house, and they would show me a blotch of material like this and say, "Oh, this will look good on a bedspread or a drape." Right. And I have absolutely no clue what that is going to look like. And I could just imagine, you know, a consumer walking into a jewelry store and saying, "Oh, well, we're going to put this head on this base, and we're going to do this and do that, and you know, it's going to be beautiful." And certainly there is a lot of trust. But it's very important, I think, to allow the consumer to be part of the design concept, to have a great understanding of what it's going to look like, because I think it really fuels the passion and the excitement about getting a piece of jewelry that they will like so much. And this is sometimes the problem in our jewelry industry today. People are buying jewelry, but it's just okay. And what we want to do is have people buy jewelry that are just in love with it, ecstatic, and they want their friends to have the same type of experiences, and they're going to probably come back and do more of it if you make them that happy.
The other thing that I think is worth noting about that concept of sharing the custom experience with people is that when a customer walks in the store, they have very little idea. They don't. We want to create an environment where they don't have to ask for custom. It just becomes part of the way that the jeweler does business, which is, of course, you'd like to try these things, and you have ideas. Well, you know, I always wanted to know what that looked like, a little wider, a little narrower, a little taller, a little whatever the changes that they make. And the neat thing about it is the customer now doesn't have to wonder what that looks like and go to the next store or go online and look. They can get their curiosity satisfied and say, yeah, you know, it does look better narrower. It does look better this way. I'll take that piece.
And the jeweler is truly designing it for that individual. You know, the example that I made this morning about, well, you know, okay, you have a skinny finger, you're worried about this tall ring kind of sliding back and forth on the finger. Well, you know, for you, I think we recommend putting a kind of a square shank, put some weight on the bottom of it where you don't have that problem. And I tell you, the consumer just says, oh my God, they're building this thing to fit me, to make it comfortable for me. And it's all about really buying into the product. And the neat thing is the jeweler can certainly charge for that. And the consumer is willing to pay for it, and they're not interested in buying a commodity that can be bought at any website or any store down the street. So the jeweler now can use his talents, his brand, his reputation, his design skills, with some creative tools to be able to build product that will just knock the socks off of the customer. And if we can do that for the jeweler, we will all win.
Yep.